Let's talk about the world we see on our screens. It feels so immediate, so real, right? But what if I told you it's not? What if every single thing you consume, a movie, a news report, even a social media post, is actually built piece by piece for a reason? Well, today we're going to pull back the curtain and see exactly how it's all put together.
You know that feeling. Your heart sinks during a sad movie scene, or you feel a flash of anger from a headline. Those feelings are not an accident. They are the exact intended result of a very deliberate process. And today, we're going to see how that magic trick is done.
So, where do we even begin? Well, we start with the master key, the one big idea that unlocks literally everything else. This is the invisible blueprint behind every single media message you will ever see. And here it is. This is the big one. Nothing you see on a screen is just a simple window to the world. It's a construction. Every image, every sound, every single word you read, it's all a choice. It's a decision somebody made to shape what you see and ultimately what you feel. Now, the skill we're building here has a name. It's called media literacy. And listen, this isn't about becoming cynical or not enjoying things anymore. It's about being empowered. It's about having the ability to see the choices behind the message, to really get the how and the why of what you're watching. Okay, so if it's all constructed, how does it actually get built? What's the process? Let's take a look at the machinery, the universal three-step assembly line that turns a basic idea into the finished product you consume. It all kicks off with planning, or what they call pre-production. This is where they figure out the angle, the script, the target audience, all before a single camera rolls. Then you've got production, the actual shooting and recording. But honestly, the real power, where the story is truly shaped, is in the final step, editing. And this is why that editing phase is so crucial. Think about it. Choices are made about what to keep in and, just as importantly, what to leave on the cutting room floor. What you see is never the whole picture. It's a carefully chosen, carefully arranged collage, all designed to give you a very specific impression. All right, now let's get into the really cool stuff. Creators use a kind of secret language, a whole toolkit of techniques to build meaning and to guide your emotions. And trust me, once you learn to spot these tools, you will see them absolutely everywhere. Just take a look at this. Something as basic as lighting is an incredibly powerful tool. On one side, you have high-key lighting, bright, happy, no shadows. It feels open, positive. Think sitcoms. Then you have low-key lighting. Boom, deep shadows, high contrast, instant tension, mystery, drama. It's an emotional shortcut, telling you how to feel before anyone even says a word. And it's not just lighting. Think about camera angles. A superhero is almost always shot from below to make them look powerful. And what about music? The soundtrack tells you if you should be scared, or happy, or romantic. And every single thing you see in the frame, the costumes, the furniture, the props, it's all there for a reason. This isn't just decoration, it's the very grammar of how stories are told on screen. Okay, so we've got the process and we've got the toolkit. Now let's see how these same tools are used to build four very different worlds that we navigate every single day. So here's the big picture. News, advertising, social media, entertainment. They all use the same basic tools, but their primary goals could not be more different. News wants to inform you, advertising wants to persuade you, social media just wants to keep you engaged, and entertainment, it wants to take you to another world. That goal changes everything. First up, let's tackle the news. Its whole purpose, we're told, is to be our objective window on the world. But the two key words here are selection and framing. News outlets act as gatekeepers. Out of the millions of things that happen every day, they decide what gets to be the news. And then they frame that story by choosing which experts to interview, which pictures to show, and which words to use, all while building something that feels completely objective. All right, next up, a world that is way more open about its intentions, the world of advertising. Here's the secret to ads. They don't sell you a product, they sell you a feeling. Their whole strategy is emotional association. They take that entire toolkit, the lighting, the music, the camera work, and they crank it up to 11 to connect their product with feelings of joy or confidence or love. It is purely designed to create desire. Now we enter a really fascinating and complex world, one where we are both the consumer and the creator, social media. Social media is so interesting because there's a double construction happening. First, the platform's algorithm is building your feed, curating a reality for you designed to keep you scrolling. And at the exact same time, all the users, including us, are constructing our own realities, building a personal highlight reel with carefully chosen photos, filters, and captions. And that brings us to our final world, the one that works the absolute hardest to make you forget it's constructed at all: entertainment. The main job of a great movie or TV show is to make you forget you're watching it. It uses every single tool in the book to create what we call a seamless illusion. It wants to build a world so immersive, so emotionally powerful, that you just get completely lost in the story. It is designed to hide its own seams. So, we've looked at the blueprint, the machinery, and the toolkit. What's the big takeaway? Well, it's not to stop watching. Not at all. It's to start watching with a new superpower: conscious awareness. So here it is. Here is your personal toolkit. The next time you're watching or scrolling or reading, just have these 5 simple questions running in the back of your mind. Who made this? Why'd they make it? What tricks are they using? And my personal favorite, what or who is being left out? Seeing the blueprint doesn't actually ruin the magic. In a way, it makes you appreciate the artistry even more. You can still enjoy the ride, but you're also able to think critically about where that ride is taking you. So, the only question left is, now that you know the secrets, what invisible choices are you going to notice today?